What in the heck is this Ohio sheriff talking about?
That there are more red flags going off now than before 9/11. It's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when. We are in a terrible way right now. We're absorbing these attacks. They're coming here to do harm to us. We've been attacked. They're trying to disrupt everything that we do. They're coming here to do harm to us.
I want to do this video because I think there should be trust between the community and people who are supposed to be protecting and serving, but I don't see how we can have trust when tools are launched against the community that's supposed to be served under the guise of protecting and serving. And I'm talking about tools like civil asset forfeiture. I want to play this right here. This comes from Sheriff Jones, who's the Butler County, Ohio sheriff. And he's discussing with the media in this press conference how he just came out of a meeting with Christopher Wray, the director of the FBI. I want to play this. And I understand people under the impression that a guy like this is just a good old boy. He doesn't mean any harm. He's really kind of doing the best that he can do. But there are things that are said and there are things that are not said in this that really need to be examined from an objective point of view. Listen to this.
We'll start it all with, my name is Rick Jones. I'm the Butler County Sheriff, Butler County, Ohio. I just came back from a national sheriff's training in D.C. 2 days ago. We were briefed by the FBI director, Wray, the director of the FBI, and several federal agencies. There's 3,300 sheriffs in the United States. The President of the United States refuses to meet with the sheriffs of the 3,300. We have a hierarchy. We have a president. We have a vice president. President of the United States refuses to meet with the sheriffs. He also refuses to meet with the police chiefs of the United States. They have a hierarchy also. He refuses to meet with them to talk about border issues or to talk about crime that's going on because of the border issue. We were also told by Mr. Wray, the FBI director, that there are more red flags going off now than before 9/11. Okay? When I say red flags, meaning people that are here in this country that are wanting to do harm to us. We were also explained we're bombing 2 countries right now. 2 countries. These people do not like us before this started. There's thousands of people here from other countries, 160 different countries.
So basically, he's saying that it sounds like the director of the FBI has admitted that our foreign policy is kind of making people a little upset at us, which creates enemies that we really don't need. But the enemy that we really should be concerned about is the enemy that's messing with us every single day. And this is the kind of thing that he's not going to address. Of course, he's not going to address it because he's part of the Thin Blue Line gang who's foisting domestic terrorism on people in his community in Butler County and all the sheriffs across the United States. Now, he says there's 3,300 sheriffs. I think there's more like 3,100, closer to 3,100. And I just want to let you know, before we go on with what he's saying about, hey, there's red flags going off all over the place. There are bad people who have some bad intentions and they're going to do bad things to people in our community, and we need to get ready. And one of those things he's going to do, he's going to call for the legislative branch in Ohio to do 3 things for the sheriff's department, and all of them include them being more prepared to, take on cybersecurity and drones that might be flying over and all that. But keep in mind, he is part of the National Sheriff's Association, and I covered this in a video, and I'll leave the link because I go over it in detail. You got to watch this video that I linked to. But this is a letter from the National Sheriff's Association chief. His name is Jim Skinner. And he wrote to Representative Dan Crenshaw in Texas saying, hey, you need to get rid of this bill called HR 15 1525. And what 1525 seeks to do is limit a cop's power with regard to civil asset forfeiture. One of the most horrific things that has ever befallen America is federal, state, and local civil asset forfeiture in the name of stopping the Mexican drug cartels. And 3,086 sheriffs have signed on to this National Sheriff's Association plea that you please not mess with our ability to collect income from hardworking Americans under civil asset forfeiture. He's one of these guys. And at this press conference, he's trying to tell everybody, he's trying to express to everybody that the sheriff's department really cares about you. That the sheriffs and police chiefs all across the nation are just trying to keep you safe. But civil asset forfeiture tells a different story. We're talking about they rake in billions upon billions of dollars every single year under the guise of keeping you safe from the Mexican drug cartels.
They're here not to be our friends. Some of them are coming because they're wanting to come here to the best country in the world, the way we see it. Some are coming here to do harm to us. And we were told by the FBI director, it's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when. We were also told
He doesn't finish that. It's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when they come and they visit our county and they seek to harm you.
5 sheriffs went to Israel 5 weeks after the attack. The only thing that saved the Israelis, the government, was the local police.
Now, why were those sheriffs in Israel? I can hazard a guess, but I want you to look at this right here. Now, a lot of people have said, and it just so happens to be true because it's widely reported on, that a lot of police departments do their training in Israel, and they are trained in military tactics by the IDF, the Israeli Defense Forces. Baltimore law enforcement officials, along with hundreds of others from Florida, New Jersey, Pennsylvania, California, Arizona, Connecticut, New York, Massachusetts, North Carolina, and all these other states are training in Israel to get combat training and bring that home to American soil and initiate that on our fellow Americans. If that doesn't concern you, I don't know what will.
They were outgunned, outmanned. They came over. The Palestinians did. They came over. They killed, raped. The sheriffs were there. They talked to the police. The local police.
That's the official story. That's what we're being told by fake stream CIA infiltrated Operation Mockingbird MK Ultra Media. But is that true? What actually happened over there in Gaza?
What saved that country? You can't just call, even in Israel, you can't just call the military up and they're going to be there, okay? They went house to house, raping, killing. The Israeli police, when our guys got there, the sheriffs, said they just don't hate us. They hate you guys equally. And the same people that train them are the same people that train people to hate us. The FBI director said when 9/11 hit, there's more red flags now than then. So, and he said, these are people that want to kill us and do harm to us. Now, so you're wondering, I want everybody to know what I know. I can't tell you everything, but I want the public to know that we are in a terrible way right now. The United States, and I'm going to get to the local, the United States, we're on the defense. You can't be just defense and not have an offense. We have no offense. We're just defense. We're absorbing these attacks. We're in other countries. We're supplying them with weapons. We're supplying them with our treasure, our money, and we're not doing much back home. So, with that in mind, we were also told that they're going, this is from the federal government 3 days ago, they're going to attack our elections, which they've always done that, just not the national. They're going to go into the locals. They encouraged us to talk to our local election officials.
So get this, the federal government is gathering sheriffs from all across the country and telling them to tell their people that we are being attacked. What does this sound like? And yes, it's true, we are being attacked, but who are you more likely to be attacked by? Some terrorist from abroad or a domestic terrorist here on American soil. Let me show you this. It's so interesting how if we don't learn from history, we're doomed to repeat it. This is a quote from Hermann Goering, who's one of the right-hand men from Hitler's regime. He said, "Why, of course people don't want war. Why should a poor slob on a farm want to risk his life in a war when the best he can get out of it is to come back to his farm in one piece? Naturally, the common people don't want war, neither in Russia nor England, nor for that matter in Germany. That's understood. But after all, it is the leaders of the country who determine the policy. The leaders of the country determine the policy." So the leaders of our country, one of them is Christopher Wray, director for the FBI, has determined a policy, has gathered law enforcement agents from all across America and infused them with a particular policy, with a particular, hey, we're about to be attacked. You need to go tell your people that we're about to be attacked. This is the Hegelian dialectic. Problem. We got a problem. What's the problem? We're being attacked. It's this, this enigmatic force that's attacking us. They wait for the fear-based reaction. Oh, what do we do, Sheriff? So what do we do? Christopher Wray from the FBI. Well, we got a solution for you. Here's what we do. Number one, we need more funding. Sometimes it involves, hey, we need to take away a little bit more of your freedoms. So it is the leaders of the country who determine the policy, and it is always a simple matter to drag the people along, whether it's a democracy, fascist dictatorship, parliament, or a communist dictatorship. Voice or no voice, the people can always be brought to the bidding of the leaders. That is easy. All you have to do is tell them they're being attacked.
We've been attacked.
All you got to do is tell them there's more red flag laws now than there were before 9/11. Get ready. Something's about to happen. Something's about to go down, and you need us to protect you. And denounce the peacemakers for lack of patriotism and exposing the country to danger. It works the same in every country. So Butler has a message to his county, and sheriffs all over the United States have a message for their county. Hey, the FBI told us there's a lot of red flags going off and we need to be prepared. So work with us, will you? As they request more and more powers for civil asset forfeiture and things like that.
And be prepared as much as they can for cyber attacks. Even locally, you have to be prepared. We've been told that, again, they're coming here to do harm to us. And even in Ohio or in the United States, we're not going to be able to call and ask for help from the federal government. They're going to be busy. The military's not coming, the National Guard. When 9/11 hit, it was all the police and the fire. And they were in total...
What's the military going to be busy doing? Maybe they'll be busy on American soil launching, I don't know, some false flag attacks? I don't know. It's just a question.
Total organized chaos. The military had the skies. And I don't want somebody to ask me, am I like Doomsday Jones? And I said, no. I'm not like Chicken Little. I want you to know what I know. And if you don't believe what I'm telling you, that's okay. You can do what the Israeli citizens done. You can build a little safe house in your basement. And good luck. Now,
he's really painting a bleak picture. He really if this is truly a message that came from the FBI director, he really wants to plant a seed in people's minds that there are red flags going off and things are about to go down and get ugly.
Where we've been attacked here in Butler County, you're going to think, well, we've never been attacked. We have. The Russians attacked our system, our electronic system, our computer system. They hacked it. They also are trying to hack, just not ours, and we were down for 2 months, just a paper. Hacked our dispatching, hacked everything. Now, was that to help us? No, it wasn't to help us. It was to hurt us and cause chaos.
Speaking of hurting people and causing chaos and harassing people who just want to be left alone, let's see, whose profession is that? Who are you more likely to be harassed by, stolen from, abused, freedom stolen, kidnapped? Who's more likely to do that to you on American soil? You answer that question. Maybe it was the folks that went up to have a visit with the FBI director.
As we speak today, The Russians are still attacking our computer system, just like they're attacking most of yours. But I want the public to know this. The Chinese tried to attack our cyber system here in Butler County, which includes everything that we have, dispatching for police and fire 5 times a day. I want to repeat that.
So get ready, he says. The Russians are coming. The Chinese are coming. And there's a lot of comments underneath this video that are pro-police, pro-sheriffs. Hey, this is a great man. The sheriff needs to deputize more men in their counties. And I get why they say that. But man, when you have a group of individuals, an organized group of individuals who sign on to this nonsense right here, who are telling you to strike down legislation that's going to minimize their ability to collect from you and harass you in such an all-pervasive and complete way, you got to stop and you got to ask yourself, what the heck is going on here? I'm going to make this video short, or, this video could continue to go on because he's got about another 19 minutes of talking. But what I'll do is I'll leave the link to this video in the description below if you want to see the entire thing. Let me know what you have to say about this. Leave your thoughts about this for the world and the global thought police in the comment section below. If you haven't done so already, subscribe to the channel. Hit the bell notification icon. Give it a thumbs up. Share it with everybody you know. Don't forget to subscribe to my email list through my website, highimpactflix.com. If you want to support the channel further, grab a shirt, become a channel member, but more importantly, educate yourself. Knowledge is power. You will be powerless if you don't have knowledge. Know what your freedoms are. Know what your rights are. Walk in those rights. Exercise those rights. Because if you don't exercise those rights, you're going to lose them. I will see you in the next video.